from the soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? The Island Rex coming to you live with yet another video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the notification. So I want to talk to y'all about Kawhi Leonard. I haven't been releasing videos in a while. Hopefully, you guys can show your loyalty. I'm just trying to get some business situated with YouTube. They ain't trying to pay a brother. They trying to get me to release videos, and they don't even want to pay me, but it's cool. We're going to get this situated. But I want to talk to y'all about Kawhi Leonard, him being traded to the Toronto Raptors, and what does this mean for the Los Angeles Lakers? So for those who don't know, Kawhi Leonard was traded to the Toronto Raptors for DeMar DeRozan and a first-round draft pick. San Antonio Spurs sent both Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green to the Toronto Raptors. Personally, I don't think that it was a great pickup for the Toronto Raptors. I felt like if they wanted to compete for a championship, they would have had a better chance at keeping if they would have kept DeMar DeRozan. I think they had one of the best benches last year, so I couldn't understand why they would ship off DeMar DeRozan. It really didn't make any sense to me. I'm not really a big fan of DeMar DeRozan. He would contribute a lot to the San Antonio Spurs, and I do believe Greg Popovich will get the best out of him. But the Spurs are just old right now. You know, they're breaking up. I wouldn't be surprised if Greg Popovich would be next. You know, they're getting up there age. Tony Parker is with the Charlotte Hornets now. You know, the team is just starting to break up. I personally believe, like I've been saying from the beginning, that I think that LaMarcus Aldridge was cancerous to the team. That's just my opinion. You know, once he went to Greg Popovich and said that he wanted to be a focal point, you know, they started to butt heads. And I think that's where, you know, Kawhi Leonard decided he wanted to go in a different direction, you know, because LaMarcus Aldridge believed that he's Tim Duncan, which he isn't, but he has this belief that he is. I guess he's forgetting that he was a part of the reason why the Trailblazers were knocked out of the playoffs a few years before he decided to join the San Antonio Spurs. And I have no respect for LaMarcus Aldridge anyway, because we did the whole campaign of LA to LA, and he decided that he wanted to go to the Spurs, and he still hasn't gotten a championship. I mean, he hasn't even got close to smelling a championship, okay? It's like, bro, like your nose stopped up because you ain't going to smell it. It's like his nose is going to be stopped up permanently, bro, because he ain't going to never smell a championship. You feel me, bro? But anyway, so I want to talk to y'all about what does this mean for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm pretty sure Magic Johnson was sitting back and rubbing his hands like Birdman when he figured out that he didn't have to trade Kyle Kuzma and he didn't have to package up his young assets for Kawhi Leonard. I can expect that Kawhi Leonard will either be with the Lakers by the trade deadline or he will be with the Lakers in free agency, almost certain. They said that the Toronto Raptors can offer him a lot of money, but I just don't see Kawhi Leonard wanting to stay stay with the Toronto Raptors, because it just wouldn't make sense to me, because it's like, why stay with the Toronto Raptors? You may get out of the East, but it's going to be hard for you to win when you get to the championship, because you got to play the Golden State Warriors, and it's going to take more than just Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry in the bench to defeat the Golden State Warriors. Their best chance of winning the East and going to the NBA Finals and defeating the Golden State Warriors were to Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan doesn't have that assassin's mentality. He doesn't have that, that fourth quarter clutch. He doesn't have that aggression. He doesn't play with a chip on his shoulder. It seems like it's certain levels. And he doesn't have the attitude to me that will prove that he could be a superstar type player. When he made the comment, like, the pressure that came with being a Laker great, and, LA is a Kobe town and everybody loves Kobe Bryant. I don't see him winning a championship. He can, but I don't see it happening, and that's just my opinion. Kawhi Leonard, I don't think that he wants to be a Toronto Raptor. You got Drizzy Drake. Kiki, do you love me? I think he sung that song specifically for Kawhi Leonard. He probably sung that song as soon as Kawhi Leonard dropped off the plane. Kiki, do you love me? And he looking at Drake like, bro, like, get out of here. I'm not even going to be here for long. I'm going to LA. I'm taking a flight from Toronto to LA soon as free agency hit, bro. I'm going to be on the first plane to LA, bro. I'm going to be on Venice Beach, bro. Sunset Boulevard. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Kawhi Leonard is going to be a Laker sooner rather than later. His best chance of winning a championship is with the Los Angeles Lakers and being beside LeBron James. They will add another superstar to go with LeBron James very soon. You know, it's going to take a lot to beat the Golden State Warriors now that they added DeMarcus Cousins, but I do believe that they will beat them. There's people like Chris Broussard and other media members who believe that Kawhi Leonard is going to potentially sit out this season. I don't think that Kawhi Leonard will be unprofessional like that. I believe that he will go out there and play. He might act like he's hurt. He may pretend that he got an injury, but I do think that he will play this season, and just to keep himself active and he could get himself back to his truest form, to me, is one of the best two-way players in the NBA besides Kevin Durant. The reason I believe that Magic Johnson is more happy about Kawhi Leonard being on the Toronto Raptors than him being on the San Antonio Spurs is because if Magic Johnson decides that, hey, I do want to trade for Kawhi Leonard now, he doesn't have to give up as much because to me, in my opinion, Magic Johnson, now he doesn't have to offer as much because to me, in my opinion, Greg Popovich's pride got in the way and he wasn't willing to trade Kawhi Leonard within the division, to trade Kawhi Leonard within the conference. The Kawhi Leonard and Greg Popovich situation, it wasn't business. It was more so personal. Greg Popovich traded him to the Toronto Raptors and got what he could for him. I don't think this helps either team. I don't think that DeMar DeRozan will fit with the San Antonio Spurs. If Magic Johnson says, hey, I do want to trade for Kawhi Leonard, he can go to the Toronto Raptors and he could trade for Kawhi Leonard and doesn't have to give up as much. He probably could keep Brandon Ingram and also keep Kyle Kuzma. You never know what may happen. But anyway, that's just my take on it. Y'all get in that comment box. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.